What's good, y'all? It's Solution back at it with another mental gym video in which I give you guys mental exercises you can use to become extremely successful and accomplish all the goals that you are after. So let's get right into it. So today I want to talk about something so crazy but so simple that can make it so easy for you to be able to do the things you need to do in order to accomplish your goals. And that is the idea of convenience. And the definition I came up with for convenience in the context of achieving your goals is removing all of the barriers between you and the actions you take to achieve your goals. The key thing here is all of the barriers and the actions. You see, there are certain things that you need to consistently do to achieve your goals, right? And at sometimes there can be things that are in between you and the thing you need to do. And if you know you need to consistently do certain activities to achieve whatever goals that you are after, you should want to make it as easy as possible to do those actions. Because if it is very difficult for you to be able to do those actions, it's going to be hard for you to be consistent. And if you can't be consistent, you lower the opportunity or the chances you have in order to achieve your goals. So giving you guys a very simple example of this so you can kind of contextualize it and kind of understand it. Let me give you guys a scenario. So let's say you want to build muscle. You want to get in the gym. You want to start building muscle, right? So you have two options there's two different gyms you could choose from. There's one gym that's 5 minutes down the road, has all the equipment you need. And there's another gym that's 30 minutes down the road, also has all the equipment you need, but it's just cleaner. It looks nicer, right? So which gym do you think would be the best for you to choose? Probably the one that has that's closer instead of the one that is like 30 minutes away. Probably the one that's only like 5 minutes. Why? Because the thing is, if you choose the 30-minute one, you're gonna have to drive really far. There could be traffic. You have to reschedule yourself because you have to make sure that, okay, there could be traffic, so I gotta make sure I leave earlier or whatever. And generally, whenever you think that you have to go work out, you're like, damn, I gotta drive 30 minutes, blah, 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 blah. It's just generally mentally harder to want to drive 30 minutes rather than to drive 5. It takes less mental energy for you to think, okay, I'm gonna go 5 minutes down the road to work out than it does to think, okay, I'm gonna drive 30 minutes, right? It just makes more sense to just only drive 5. Why would you want to drive 30? You're just gonna waste more time. You're gonna have to use more mental energy, and generally it's gonna increase the chances that you're like less consistent. So it makes sense to just want to remove that barrier and just make it so like you only have to drive 5, because then you will do the thing a lot more. And there's more ways you can even be more convenient. So I'll give you even another example. I'll give you guys as many examples as possible to really get you to understand, like, you just want to make it easy to do the shit you need to do. For example, for these YouTube videos I make, I literally just make them in my room. Why? It is by choice, not because I am forced to. I could go make it in another room where there's probably more space. I could do whatever. But the thing is, I know if I just make them in my room, I'll be able to be more consistent. Why? Because I'm in my room a lot. So it doesn't take a lot of effort just to get started to make a video. I'm already in my room. I'm in my room a lot. There's a low chance I can get distracted because in the other rooms I could possibly do it in, family members could walk in, someone could do this, someone could do that. Someone could be like, hey, do you have a moment? Like, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm in my room, I have that level of privacy. So I know I'm in my room a lot, so I can make the videos. Also, there's a less likely chance that something could potentially distract me. So that means I won't be distracted. I'm always in my room, which will lead to consistency, meaning I'll be able to make more and do more because I'm in a space where I won't get distracted and I'm just there all the time. So for whatever path of goal achievement you're on, you have to think in the same way. What are the activities I need to do, and how can I make it as easy as possible? How can I remove all the barriers between me and doing this action? Because it's the actions that will lead to the success that you want. It's the actions. So you want to make sure it's easy to do the actions, because if you can't do the actions a lot and consistently, it's going to be hard to get the things that you want. And I'll give you another example. Let's say you're an athlete, right? And you have to go to some arena or field to train, right? You should want to make sure wherever the arena or field is as close as humanly possible to your house. Like as close, or wherever you stay at, as close as humanly possible. Why? It's the same as the gym example. You want to make sure, let's say even if your car breaks down, something goes wrong, you can't drive there, you could potentially walk there, because this increases the likelihood that you will be able to train as much as humanly possible. Because the resistance, meaning, and the resistance in this case would be the distance you have to travel, is not very far, meaning you could get to where you need to get to in order to train and improve and get better so you can perform better, right? And you could get the shit you want from being an athlete if that's the goal that you are pursuing. You want to remove all the barriers. And I'll give you guys one last example, just in case you guys still don't get it. Even for me, let's say clothes wise. This is kind of like a more minute example, but it shows how deep you can really get in the weeds. And if you really, really get deep in the weeds like this, bro, you can make your life so efficient. Like you're just so efficient, you're so consistent, and you're just sprinting towards achieving your goals. But anyway, for this last example, so for me with clothes, I try not to wear or have a ton of clothes in my room or in my closet. Why? Because I don't want to waste time making decisions on what clothes to wear. Because generally speaking, unless I'm in the gym or making videos or doing whatever else, I don't need to have a large array of clothes to choose from in order to do the actions I need to do to achieve my goals. What clothes I'm wearing, as long as I'm not naked, does not matter when I make YouTube videos. It doesn't matter, right? It really doesn't matter. So I just need to put a shirt on, put some pants on, and just make the damn video. You know what I'm saying? And same thing for the gym. I just need to put some athletic wear on, go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to think so hard about things that really don't matter and are honestly wasting time from you being able to do the shit you need to do to achieve your goals. Because you guys are here because you want to be extremely successful, you want to accomplish your goals. So you need to remove all the barriers. And some barriers could potentially be you thinking certain things matter when they don't. What shirt I'm wearing does not matter. I should not be looking in my closet like, what shirt am I going to wear for my YouTube video today? You know what I'm saying? That's not a decision that really affects my ability to do the action of making the video. So it should not be something I need to be sitting there thinking about. It's more convenient for me to just have a couple shirts to choose from, grab one, and then do it. You know what I'm saying? Because less time is wasted. I'm moving faster. And thinking about this from a 1 day perspective is like, okay, cool. But think about this over years of doing it, right? The speed at which you are moving is going to be crazy compared to if you're thinking about every single shirt, tie, whatever you're wearing every day. You just have a nice small rotation. You grab a shirt, make the video. Grab a shirt, go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? So for whatever path of goal achievement you guys are on, you have to think in this same way. And the simple frame is for this, just a one frame, is just make it easy. That's really it, y'all. Just make it easy. Make it as easy as possible to do the things that are going to help you achieve your goals, guys. Make it easy. Damn, what the hell? I just hit the marker. Anyway, just literally just make it as easy as possible. You do not want it to be hard. You do not want to have to think really hard before you have to do the things that help you achieve your goals. You don't want to have to think hard. Your hard thinking and your effort and your mental effort should be on the actions. Should be in the gym when you're lifting the heart rate. Should be at the field when you're doing the field work. Should be in your room already when you're starting the presentation because everything you need is already in a convenient space that you're always at where you won't get distracted. You know what I'm saying? That's where the effort mentally needs to be. You should not be putting a ton of mental effort before you even need to get to where you need to go. Because that part doesn't even matter. That part is not even helping you achieve your goals. So you want to make there be no resistance, no barriers. Remove all the barriers, as much barriers as you need to, and get really down in the weeds with this. Like I was talking about with the clothes example. Make the decisions you need to make for the things that do not involve you achieving your goals, like the actions, as simple as possible. Because the mental energy going there is not helping you get closer to your goals. The mental energy you are applying to the actions that help you achieve your goals is what matters, not to the things that get in the way of it. So you want to remove as many barriers as possible. So yeah, so that's pretty much my convenience mental exercise. I really hope this makes sense. Please give me feedback on this. Or you're like, that is true. It probably does make sense to make it really easy for me to do the things I need to do, because if I make it really easy, I'll probably do it really consistently. And I know if I do something over and over and over and over and over and over again for a long enough period of time, I will probably achieve my goals. I think we could agree on that. And I'll give you guys one last really interesting example. Please, I promise this is the last example. So one last example is like from, this is kind of like a more business perspective, but an interesting thing is, as human beings, we always usually go the path of least resistance. So we're always going to opt for convenience usually, right? So you want to even make it conscious that you do this. And so the example I found is that, there used to be, like with Netflix, how like Netflix, you can just watch movies at home now. So there used to be a thing, what was it called? I think it was called Blockbuster, but you could fact check me. So basically in Blockbuster, right, you had to like go to the store to go pick the movie you wanted to see. So people used to like to enjoy like on a Friday, Saturday night, go to Blockbuster, or there used to be a thing called Redbox too. You go to Redbox, you go to Blockbuster, you're like, what movie we gonna watch tonight? Let me figure out the movie. So then you choose your movie, whatever the movie is, and then you go home, you go watch the movie. But then the minute Netflix dropped, Blockbuster, Redbox, all those kind of things where you have to go there to get the movie that you want to watch went out of business. Why? Because as human beings, we're going to opt for the path of least resistance. Even though people said, oh, the whole Blockbuster, Redbox experience is really fun to go there. And it was to go there. Because this is like when I was like young. I think I was like 10 or something. Because I was born in 2001. But point is, like, it was fun doing that. But once Netflix dropped, it was like, oh, fuck that. We're just going to watch the movie at the house. We're just going to scroll through Netflix and find a movie we want to watch. We're good. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to go the path of least resistance. So you want to make sure for your goals, you're always making it where you go the path of least resistance. Okay, cool. So that was pretty much the last example. So please give me feedback on this. Did this make sense? Or you're like, okay, cool. This definitely makes a lot of sense. I'm going to make sure with everything that involves me achieving my goals, I remove as many barriers as possible and make it easy as fuck. Easy as possible. Or you could be like, nah, this was fucking stupid. You could have explained it better. You could have used more examples to make it make more sense to me. Or you could have said it this way. You could have drawn this. You could have drawn a picture. You could have brought up some prop toys, whatever it is. Drop it down in the comments so I become a better YouTuber and make better mental exercises for you guys, so you guys can increase the chances that you are able to achieve your goals. And if you liked it, please, please, please like the video, boost us in the algorithm so more guys can see this and make sure they're making their lives more convenient for them being able to achieve their goals, so they achieve their goals and become extremely successful. So with that being said, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next Mental Gym video. Peace.